About 1 minute. Twenty seconds. All right. If you're at the channel message, someone if you're at the channel message, someone feels foolish for competing with you because you're a part of the Star Nation. All right. I do have channel messages, so I'm just going to jump into the reading. So the first channel message I have is the white race controls fire, which is destruction or purification. This makes sense because for a long time, white people controlled black people, which black people are the fire element. So the element of melanin, the element of fire and shit like that, whatever. All right, we have the black race controls water, which is spirituality. Okay, which is makes sense because there are like white spiritual leaders and things like that, but a lot of black people are like very spiritually ascended. I always say that white people kind of rule like superpowers and black people rule like consciousness. All right. We have the yellow race, which is Asians, control intelligence. All right. So they control intelligence. All right. Which is why Asia and a lot of Asian cities and the Asian countries are higher in intelligence. Their kids are smarter, faster learners than any other places. All right, and then we have the red race, which is the Indians, control the earth. All right, and then finally we have the confederations of stars. All right, so the overall energy for this reading is the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is truth, clarity, and a sense of awareness. All right, so we have the aliens paired with the Page of Swords. So um, you could be in a season of alienation. You could be in a season of observation because the Page of Swords is observation. All right. So some of you are coming into the season of alienation and observation, and some of you are coming out of the season of alienation and observation. All right. So if you're coming out of the season of alienation and observation, this means that you've learned everything you needed to learn during your season of observation, and now you're able to put whatever it is that you observed into drive. With the Ace of Swords here, this is seeing things clearly. So the divine wants you, God wants you to be able to see clearly. That is why you're being alienated. All right, especially if you are somebody that's usually very inspirational, you have a lot of friends. All right, people listen to what you say. People are usually observing and observing you. All right. Um, then we have Aquarius moon. All right, with the Five of Swords. All right. So this is actually Aquarius energy. So Aquarius, if you're in Aquarius of any placement, you're in you're in your energy very strong. All right, but with the Five of Swords coming out here, some of you are coming into a phase where you think you know everything. Some of you are coming into a phase where you just can't be wrong. All right, and some of you are coming out of the phase where you thought that you knew everything. Some of you are coming out of the phase where you were never wrong. All right, the Five of Swords is the price is right, or I'm always right. I always win. All right, so with the Aquarius moon and the Five of Swords pairing, that means someone will win at all costs. Someone will be right at all costs. Someone is trying to prove you wrong at all costs. All right, and then finally we have ancient codes and secrets paired with the Four of Wands. All right, the Four of Wands is your lineage, but it's also your mind, your mental state. It's the place where your brain resides. It's the place where your memories reside. It's the place where your consciousness lies. It's the place where your subconscious lays, and your dream state is in a processing state. All right, so let's just jump into it. I'm actually going to put these in order. All right, so I'm definitely channeling some type of order of operations being conducted by the aliens themselves. We have the Four of Wands, the Ace of Swords, the Page of Swords, and the Five of Swords here. So the evil eye. So get prepared for people sending you the evil eye, or this could be you. You could be sending someone the evil eye. All right, it's 2026 and people are already mad. They're already in negative energy. All right, so with the Aquarius moon coming out, you're like telling somebody like, damn, bitch, we just started the new year and you're still a bitch. Or we just started the new year and you're still a liar. We just started the new year and you're still shitty. We just started the new year and you're still on the bullshit. So someone's still on bullshit in the new year. Someone has not changed from last year. If someone didn't like you last year, they still don't like you this year. If someone loved you last year, they still love you this year. If someone wanted you to fall last year, they're still hoping for that to happen. All right, so someone is in the same energy as last year. So expect not to see growth. All right. So if you're in the same energy from last year, you're waking up mad, you're waking up irritated, you're waking up ungrateful. All right, you're not going to progress. So a lot of people are not progressing this 2026. All right, they have not learned shit from 2025. Someone is continuously doing the same thing. Someone's still around fake ass people. Someone's still sleeping with that cheating ass man. Someone's still, I don't know, they're still doing the same thing that they were doing last year. They're still on the same shit. All right. So you are going to be alienated from these people. You're going to be isolated away from these people because a lot of people are not growing. All right. So someone's still moving out of envy. All right, that can explain why someone keeps comparing themselves to you. So someone's mad at you, or someone is envious of you because they compare themselves to you constantly. And it doesn't matter who's winning or not. They just always are comparing themselves to you. Do I have better hair than them? Is my skin glowing more than theirs? Do I have acne? Do I have eczema? Am I as tall as them? Am I as short as them? Um, Someone's always comparing themselves to you, and it's making them envious. All right, we have the Wheel of Fortune television. We have the Nine of Pentacles. We have the Sun card, and then the Nine of Swords here. So you're the only person that's not jealous. You're the only person that's not envious of someone. You're the only one that genuinely wants to see someone grow and exceed. All right, everyone else is jealous of this person. Everyone else is hating on someone. Or this is you. Everyone else is hating on you. There's gonna be that one person that genuinely supports you, that genuinely fucks with you. They understand you, and they understand where you're coming from. All right, so I don't know what to say about this energy, but it's an air sign. An air sign is incredibly jealous. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, they're extremely jealous. Nine of Swords, but they're in the Nine of Swords energy, so it kind of doesn't make sense. So someone is very jealous, but they're in the Nine of Swords, so they're constantly worried about you. They're constantly worried about what you're doing. They're constantly worried about your accomplishments. They're constantly worried about you progressing. And you're already ahead of this person, because I don't see no major arcanas other than the Sun card, which in this type of reading is the ego. So someone is like highly in their ego still. All right. Yeah, the three is, again, it's an air sign. So an air sign could be, I don't want to say it's a white person because I really don't want to make this a race reading, but it could be a white person. All right, this white person, they're very jealous. They're the Three of Swords. So someone was betraying you last year, they're still betraying you this year. Someone was lying on you last year, they're still lying on you this year. Someone was, I don't know, There's the Three of Swords. So this is the energy that someone has for this year, Three of Swords. So someone, this is funny. Last year was the year of the snake, right? 2025 was the year of the snake. And so only snakes could excel in the year of snakes. If you are not a snake, you didn't you had a tough year, you had a rough year, or you experienced a lot of like chaos. This could be tower moments in the in 2025 because you're not a snake. Only snakes could survive in the snake year. So someone had a great 2025. Everything everything worked for them. All right. But now we're in the year of the fire horse and they're experiencing the Three of Swords. So in 2025, you're experiencing people lying on you, betraying you, fake friends, fake partners, jealous people, shit like that. But if someone is like, if someone was like a jealous, spiteful, hateful, hating ass person, they had a good 2025. So the Three of Swords, someone's starting this year off in the Three of Swords energy. Yeah, the King of Wands. We have the Nine of Swords twice and the Two of Wands here. All right, so it's gonna be a fucked up year when your year starts off fucked up. Someone may start off in the hospital. Someone may start off in the ER. Someone may start off losing their job. Someone may start off losing a lot of money. Someone may have to sell their house. Someone may have to sell their car. The CPS took their kids. Um, I don't know, their house burned down. All right, they lost someone in their family. Someone's 2026 is starting off fucked up. That's because they're a snake. So their year and their time is over. So they had all 2025 to betray you and do spiteful, jealous shit to you. But now that that time is over, it's over. And the snake year only comes around like every so often. It's going to be like another 10. Someone's going to have to wait another 10 years to betray you again. All right. We have the Three of Cups. Yeah. So someone had all 2025 to lie and scheme and plot and finesse and all that other shit. It's over now. We have the Knight of Cups, the Four of Swords, and the High Priestess. You're sitting here Four of Swords. So you get to rest. You get to recuperate. You get to sleep. You get to sleep in. All right. This is definitely I'm definitely getting someone lost their job. For sure. Because I do see you sleeping in late. I'm getting a late sleeper. All right. So yeah, with the King of Wands here, someone wants to apologize to you. But I don't know if you should take their apology, but I don't know if you should let them back in your energy. I don't think that that's a good idea. All right. We have the Nine of Cups. So if somebody was if somebody was a wannabe last year, that worked for them. So somebody being a wannabe actually was working for them last year, okay? Because it was the year of the snake. Anybody that moved in a snake way in 2025 it worked. So if you wanted to swap destinies with someone, that was 2025 was the best year. If you wanted to steal someone's essence or energy, 2025 was the best year. If you wanted to steal someone's name, 2025 was the best year. If you wanted to, I don't know, rob someone, 2025 was the best year. You will also see a lot of people during 2025 getting off for robbery, getting off for murder, getting off for rape, getting off for like diabolical shit. All right. This is all 2025. So someone's going to catch another charge in 2026 and they're going to be sentenced. All right. Like for the same crime, like Seven of Swords. Someone robs people of their essence. Someone robs people of their youth. Someone robs people's destinies. Someone steals people's work type shit. And it was working last year. So the devil was very active 2025. And if you work with the devil, then you were very active. You had a blissful 2025. We have the Two of Cups, the Sun, the Moon, the Five of Cups, the Queen of Swords. Yeah, but for a lot of people, people were being initiated into secret societies all 2025. So 2025, you're being initiated into Freemasonry. You're now a Freemason 2026. All right, really getting that. Yeah, the King of Swords. All right. Um, I do see a lot of you guys taking on different trades. Um, I do see you taking on a different trade, going back to school, getting some type of certificate of completion. I do see you completing something. All right. We have the Seven of Wands, the Knight of Swords, and the Ten of Pentacles. I do see you getting a new job, actually. All right, so some people are losing their jobs and some people are getting new jobs with more pay. The Ten of Pentacles is above like $20, $25 an hour. So I see someone making like $30 and up an hour. All right. Yeah, the Eight of Wands, the Nine of Wands, the Hangman, and the Ace of Pentacles. A lot of these people that were like moving in the snake year, they got left hanging because they can't be utilized anymore. So these people are the people who get like outshined, outworked, overlooked. But 2025 was their year. All right. Especially for homewreckers as well. Like you may see a lot of homewreckers, people who don't deserve to be getting married or getting in an engagement or getting in a relationship. They're in relationships 2025. That's why it was so many engagements in 2025. All right. We have the Strength card, the Temperance, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Four of Pentacles here. All right. The Strength card, you had to have strength because 2025 was the rise of the snakes. And they were able to basically do whatever they wanted to do to the chosen ones because it was their time. That was specifically what they were made for, to betray the chosen ones, but that was their specific time. We have the Page of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Chariot card here. All right. Yeah, the Knight of Swords. I don't know, I'm channeling a used car salesman. Like someone sells used cars and then you buy the car and it's all breaking down and shit on you and stuff like that. Like the car is breaking down. All right, Knight of Swords. So people who are fucking their boss, people who are fucking their friend's husband, people who are fucking their sister's husbands, people who are, I don't know, having sex with children, people who are having sex with minors, people who are on the down low, people who are hiding their true identity prevailed in 2025. So these people are gloating. Oh my God, we had such a good year. But in reality, that's just the way astrology goes. Astrology allowed you to have a good year because it was your time to be a snake. You finally got the opportunity and they took it. All right, we have the Five of Wands, the Lovers card, the Justice, and the Eight of Cups. 2025 was the year of the karmic. All right. So this is like you spend all your time with someone and someone's like, oh, I love you and I want to be with you forever. And then someone else comes along and they marry that person. That was 2025 was the year of the karmic. All right. You're spending all this time with this friend and you're inviting them everywhere and then they betray you. All right. So, uh, most of these people that prevailed in love during 2025 is because their lover was a cheater. Their lover was secretly gay. Their lover, I don't know, likes men. Their lover likes kids. They have no idea. So let someone keep comparing themselves to you because they have no idea. We have the Queen of Wands, the Page of Swords. I mean, yeah, a lot of these kids have childlike mentalities. They have not grown at all mentally. All right. We have the Four of Cups, the Ace of Swords, the Empress, and the Page of Swords here. So if you got cheated on, you got broken up with for someone else, this is the year of the snake. All right. We have the Queen of Cups, the King of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Sun card. Yeah, something is like a movie. This is also like people literally getting awards for stealing other people's like work. So this is like someone getting a Grammy nomination. Someone getting, I don't know, a best-selling book, and they like literally stole someone else's work, or they stole someone else's vision. All right, 2025. We have the Four of Wands, the Hierophant, the Emperor, and the Nine of Swords here. Now someone is worried. Now someone is worried because the tables are shifting back to normal. Something is going back to normal. All right. We have the Nine of Pentacles and the Five of Swords here. So 2025 was the year of like gluttony and greed and selfishness. All right. Materialism. So a lot of the selfish, materialistic, greedy people had a good 2025. If you're not selfish, if you're not greedy, if you're not materialistic, you experience chaos. You experience spiritual warfare. All right. We have Soldier Soul. Yeah. Most people who sold their soul had a good 2025. And they may still be on top until February 17th. February 17th is when the tables will completely shift. All right. A lot of you shifted on the 1st of January, but some of you may still be going through little specks of things, little things. But once February 17th hits, Aquarius season is over. All right, we have Blood Ritual. So Soldier Soul, Blood Ritual. And we have Initiation Complete, like I said. So this is also a test for these people. Someone had no idea someone was making sure that someone was a snake, and they proved them that they were. All right. We have Executive Exploitation and Native American. All right. So the earth, the land, money. All right. Yeah, Seven of Swords. So you're dealing, like, 2025 was basically for people who are scammers, people who scam people. So I definitely see you're dealing with a scammer. Somebody scams. They made a whole bunch of bread in 2025. All right. We have, can't make this up. Seven of Swords, King of Pentacles is a literal scammer. They like take money from the elderly. They take money from the sick. They take money from the retired. These are these type of people. Someone's a scammer. I would stay away from scammers. All right. Don't matter how much that 20 ball, 30 ball, 50 ball looks. All right. We have the Four of Wands and the Three of Cups. Someone's pretending to be someone else. Like someone's pretending to be a phone company or an insurance company or something like that. Yeah, the Four of Pentacles, the Knight of, yeah. So if somebody was scamming 2025 and they were making hella money, it's not working anymore. Someone's gonna get a detection on their account or something. It's gonna be that one person, because at the beginning of the message we channeled one person. It's gonna be that one person that notices that there's like a lot of money missing out of their account. They're gonna call their bank, and their bank is going to flag it, and this person is gonna get in trouble for this. We have the Chariot card and the Knight of Swords. I see people doing corrupt shit. Weedmen's working with the cops having sex with civilians or prostitutes, all types of grimy ass shit. I literally see someone having sex with a cop. All right, we have the Eight of Pentacles, we have the Eight of Swords, the Four of Swords, and the Two of Cups. A lot of these people make deals with the devil. A lot of these people make deals. All right. Yeah, we have the Ten of Pentacles here. All right, I do see a lot of chaos in your family or between family members. We have the Eight of Cups, the Knight of Swords, and the Page of Pentacles. All of a sudden, it's quiet. All of a sudden, there's nothingness. All of a sudden, you can't hear anything. You don't hear the chatter. You don't hear the naysayers. You don't feel the spiritual attacks. All of a sudden, it just ceases to exist because their time is over. All right, this is basically like the devil has dominion over earth until God comes back. Basically, you just don't. It's non-existent. Like someone's time to, I guess, torment you is over. All right. Yeah, the Emperor card. We have the Five of Swords. Yes, a lot of people who were forcing situations excelled. Anything toxic excelled. You may see alcoholics. You may see people with DUIs. You may see people who motherfucking drink while driving. You may see people who motherfucking, I don't know, molesters and rapists and sexual people who assault people and serial killers. You may see all of that 2025. All right, you've seen all of that in 2025, but 2026 is the year of 10, which is the year of new beginnings. So these people are not going to have a new beginning. All right, because now they have to reap karma for everything that they did to people who weren't doing shit to them or to the chosen ones. Because most of these people did things to the chosen. All right, we have the Empress card, the Nine of Wands, the Strength, and the Five of Cups. All right, I see these people being insecure now. I see these people being agitated, irritated, stressed out, overworked, overburdened. We have the High Priestess, the Ace of Swords, the Queen of Wands, and the Page of Cups here. A lot of these people were being used as vessels. All right. We have the Four of Cups, the King of Swords, the Star card, and the King of Cups here. I'm getting like all 2025, your best bet was to just keep your head down. Don't let nobody see you. I'm definitely getting you past your test because like you didn't let nobody see you sweat. You may have cried tears or you may have had you may have been panicking or you had a lot of anxiety, but that's all over. All right. We have the Wheel of Fortune, the Nine of Swords, and the Seven of Wands. So people who do drugs, they excelled last year as well. Like people who do like hella drugs, sell stuff like that. So people who sell drugs work for the devil because it's like you're making people high. You're making people overdose. You know what I'm saying? You're getting people, you're increasing the crime rate because I feel like when people are on drugs, they commit crimes. All right, not all of you or not all of them, but a lot of people do. You're increasing psychosis. You're increasing mental health issues. We have the Justice card, the Hierophant, the Five of Wands, and someone married someone just to get back at you. The Justice card and the Hierophant is literally a marriage. All right. So people who just downright just didn't deserve to get proposed to or married. I'm not sure who it is. Could be anybody. Could be anybody. They're getting married. All right, but to each his own. Who really cares? All right, I'm getting this is the last thing on your mind, to be honest. We have the World card, the Ace of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, and the Eight of Wands here. All right, so the year of 2025 was about the soul. All right. So yeah, so some people, this is in moderation. So some people, they really went through it. And then some people, they experienced a glimpse of it. And then some people, they didn't experience nothing at all. All right. So that really foretells the type of person you are because, like I said, 2025 was the year of the snake. So snakes will prevail. So if you experience like a small moderation, you may be jealous of someone. There's somebody out there that you envy, or there's somebody out there that you're competing with for no reason. If you experienced like a lot of chaos, If you experience a lot of chaos, 10 times out of 10, you're chosen. You're a chosen one. You really have a pure heart. If you didn't experience shit, you're probably a very hateful person, or you're probably living in a lot of sin. All right. We have the Moon card, the Three of Swords, and the Temperance card. All right. You got a lot of people. Is my nose bleeding? You got a lot of people like lying to kick it. We have the Page of Wands, the Queen of Swords, the Knight of Cups, and the Sun card here. All right. So the sun is now shining on the chosen, the King of Wands, the Two of Wands, the Hangman, and the Nine of Swords here. Again, Nine of Swords has came out like 4 or 5 times during this whole duration. So someone is really, really paranoid. Something is coming back on someone tenfold and they can feel it. We have right hand. Someone is like the devil's ow, bruh. Someone is like the devil's advocate. So they help the devil with little things, little assignments. Yeah, cursed fate. Yeah, a lot of people who were cursed, 2025 was their year. All right. Demonic possession, can't make it up. A lot of people who are demonically influenced, 2025 was their year. All right. We have Pisces moon, and we have danger to society, embodiment of spirit. All right. You got Pisces or Aquarius in your chart, but I'm not sure what signs are destined to have really good luck this year. Whoever's ruled by the horse, of course you. All right. Yeah. Yeah, justice card. So justice, karma is being rendered, whether good or bad. All right. So maybe you never experienced a shift on New Year's, on New Year's, but now you actually can feel shifts. You can feel a shift. All right. We have the Star card, the Four of Cups, and the Queen of Wands. Someone didn't care what they did or how they got something, as long as they got it. We have the King of Swords, the Page of Cups, and the Eight of Wands here. Yeah. So someone thinks a lot of evil thoughts. That's really what I'm getting. Someone is evil. All right. Yeah, the Eight of Cups, the Nine of Swords, the Hierophant, and the Page of Wands. So someone is worried because something is psychology. All right. So you're using psychology, or maybe you're studying psychology. I'm not sure. All right. Yeah, the Ten of Pentacles. All right. Maybe you come from a family of psychologists, psychiatrists, something like that. We have the Moon card, the Chariot, and the King of Wands. All right. Maybe you had your love life was non-existent in 2025. All right. You just could not find a spouse. All right. We have the Hangman. Something was delayed for a reason, because it was the year of the snake. All right. Unless you're like Medusa or some shit. You feel me? Unless you have like a Medusa spirit on you where you're actually not a snake. Someone cursed you with that. So I'm kind of getting with the cursed fate coming in too. So this could also be another form of you that actually did excel in 2025, but it's because you have a Medusa spirit on you, whereas like someone put the snakes on you. Right? You actually, you're not a snake, but someone made you a snake, basically. So you may have had a good year too. All right, we have the Four of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, and the Five of Swords here. A lot of jealousy, a lot of envy. All right, we have the Three of Swords, a lot of betrayal, a lot of spying. All right. Yeah, the Five of Wands, the King of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, the World, and the Queen of Cups. All right, so Queen of Cups is water energy. Hey, we have the Four of Pentacles, the Emperor, and the Four of Wands with the Seven of Wands. All right. So a lot of these people are now being kicked out. People are getting kicked out of school, kicked out of heaven, kicked out of programs, kicked out of work, kicked out of the car. They're being kicked out. You're ending out with the Justice card. All right.